I didn't even realize I have to take a ferry to get to Kotor. Someone asked the guy if there was another way around, and he said, this is much faster. You have to go 45 kilometers out of the way. The ferry's faster. Montenegro. It's just so beautiful. This is so cool. I wasn't expecting this. Pretty sure this is the same ferry I took last year when I was coming back the other way from Kotor to here when I was on a tour. Oh, that was really cool. This ferry ride lasted less than 10 minutes. And now I'm going to be on our merry way. Got about 20 more minutes to drive to get to Kotor. This is my Airbnb in Kotor. And it's great. It's got a washing machine downstairs, which is clutch. And then look at the view out this window. Amazing. Kotor is a big old fortress. And the fortress goes all the way up there. Pretty amazing. This is what the streets of Kotor look like. It's just awesome. This is where I'm eating. Got good reviews on Google. I got gazpacho. It's very Italian tasting gazpacho, not a Spanish tasting gazpacho. Seafood pasta. Yum. That was some of the best pasta I ever had. The seafood was so fresh. The pasta was cooked perfectly. Wonderful. Good morning. It's supposed to be a crappy weather day here in Kotor. It was raining this morning, but it's cleared up now. But it's supposed to rain again this afternoon. I think I got about a 3-hour window to go and see stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. You can climb up to that church right there, which I did last year. I don't know if I'm gonna do it again this year, because my knees aren't what they were last year. That is just beautiful. You can see how this fortress starts down here. And there's more up there, and it goes all the way up there. Buildings up here. I think I could come here 100 times and never get sick of how beautiful this city is. By the way, there are so many cats in this city. They could call it Cat Tour. Standing on one of the city walls, overlooking the marina. There's the church up there. And the fortress is over here. Bells are chiming. Must be time for Mass. It is Sunday morning, 9:45. Just incredible. I have no idea how they built that way up there. This is the town guard tower. It was redone in the 18th century by the Venetians, so that's what it looked like back then. Just everywhere you look, there's beautiful stuff. Even out this way away from the fortress. That is the Cittadella Bastion, one of the bastions here at the fortress. It was built in the 1600s. So last time I was here, I went up there and then up to there, and the views were amazing. If you want to see it, I have an old video that you can see it. This is St. Nicholas's Church. It's an Orthodox church. And over here are the ruins of St. Nicholas Monastery right next to it. This is the Bembo Bastion. It was built in 1539. I'm gonna see if I can try walking up there to that part of the fortress. Well, that's a bummer. It's not safe to go up. It's just as well my knee's not doing too well anyway. This is the Guritz Bastion, also built by the Venetians. This is St. Tryphon or Tryphon. This is a Roman Catholic cathedral. I have Mass going on right now, so I can't go inside. But this is one of the biggest squares I've seen in Kotor. Big square in a small town. It looks like this church first opened in 1166. This used to be the Drago family palace. Here's another square. This is St. Lucas Serbian Orthodox Church, built in 1195. That's amazing. That's another, love the floor of the square. This is St. Nicholas Serbian Orthodox Church. It's much newer, built in 1909. Although maybe it was rebuilt in 1909. More cats. There's hundreds of cats around here. They played the James Bond theme as we went into the tunnel, because this tunnel was used in a James Bond movie. But I can't play it on here because I don't have copyright issues. But you get the idea. This is Our Lady of the Rocks Church on an island just off the town of Pest, Montenegro. I was actually here last year too. Beautiful place. And that's the town of Perest over there. This really cool bell tower. That other island over there is a monastery. I don't think you can visit it though. I think it's private. The boat ride was a lot of fun. The guy was a maniac driver, but it was a lot of fun. It was very choppy. Part was like a roller coaster. We were bouncing up and down. So we got to see a lot of cool stuff. Really like that blue cave. That was amazing. It was worth it. 30 euros it cost. This is called the Marine Gate. It's the main gate of the city. Built in 1555. And obviously this is the clock tower from 1602. Local beer, really good. This is where I'm having dinner. Got good reviews, hope it's good. I got the squid and pesto risotto. Sounds like an interesting combination, so here we go. It is delicious. Yummy. That place was really good. The food was really good, but the thing that annoyed me was they wouldn't take my card. He said the machine is down because of the weather, which we all know is complete BS. Machines don't go down because of the weather. So either say up front it's cash only, or take my card. I hate these stupid games. It's ridiculous. It leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth. Pun intended. Good morning. My last day in Kotor. I was going to go to Budva today, which is a town nearby. Well, it's beautiful. I've seen it. Saw it last year, but not for very long. I wanted to go see a full day of it. But the weather's just terrible, and the road getting there looks awful. A lot of traffic. So I'm just going to stay in Kotor, kind of chill today, get lunch, chill at the Airbnb, get dinner. That's about it. Plus, a cruise ship just pulled in, so it's going to be really crowded, so I don't want to be walking around with all these cruise people. To deal with a crappy day once in a while. That's life. My Airbnb host recommended this place. First time I've been able to get in here since I got here. I tried 3 times to eat here for dinner, but I'm eating here for lunch. It's a very small place. Oh, look at this. This is a lot of food. Good stuff. The mixed meat plate. Good morning. Once again, Kotor was amazing. One of the most beautiful places I've been to. Today I'm taking a drive to Podgorica, which is the capital of Montenegro. Taking a bike tour and checking the place out. I'm driving from Kotor to Podgorica, which is the capital of Montenegro. And the drive is just incredibly scenic. It's been like this the whole way. Some more beautiful views on this drive. I just got shaken down for 40 euros for supposedly speeding, even though everybody else was going faster than I was. They said it was 60 euros, but they said I had to go to the post office to pay it. But if I paid them in cash, I would get a discount. It was only 40 euros. So just gave them 20 bucks each. Sorry, 20 euros each.
Built somewhere between 9th and 11th century, and basically this was the original, the first.
Oh, this part right here?
Yeah, so it looks the opposite.
That's pretty amazing. This says partisan fighter. This is a monument to Podgorica, the fighters from World War II. These are ruins from a Roman village from the 1st century AD.
It's about Actually, I heard that
This is the Zeta River. Merged with the other river a little bit downstream. Does it get really crowded in the summer?
not really crowded. No, because we are, like, I will.
I would do that tour.
Yeah.
This is the confluence of the two rivers right here. Zeta on the left. What's the name of the one on the right again? Is this one, what's the name of this one?
Moracha.
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 Moracha. Moracha. River's pretty high right now. Block 5. It's an example of brutalist architecture. The street is called George Washington Boulevard, and that is George Washington Boulevard in Cyrillic. St. Peter of Cetinje, he was the founder of modern Montenegro. What's this building here?
City Mayor.
Oh, okay. There's a statue of Tito, much smaller than the other statues we've seen, so I guess that says something. My bike tour guide recommended this Mexican place for lunch, so I'm going to give it a shot. Mexican food in Montenegro. Well, I got a burrito. Let's see if it's any good. That bike tour was amazing. The guide was really good. He showed me all around the city and even the outskirts of the city, those Roman ruins and everything. Really amazing. I was lucky I had the tour all to myself. But if you're ever in Podgorica, I would say take that tour. It's a great tour. This is the King Nicola Monument. This is the office of the president of Montenegro. Another brutalist communist building. Obviously they're not communists anymore, but the building was built by the communists. This is the mayor's office of Podgorica. I got pasta bolognese. Fresh pasta, it's really good. The pasta at this place was really good, made fresh and delicious. Good morning. Today I'm going to spend a little time walking around Podgorica, and then I'm going to head north and see some mountains and other cool stuff. Apparently this mosque was built in like the 1500s when the Ottomans were in charge here, but it's been redone since then. This is the Podgorica clock tower, even though there's no clock in it anymore. Podgorica was one of the most bombed cities in World War II, and apparently this survived the bombing, amazingly enough. Oh, the cat's sleeping on the motorcycle. This is the Montenegrin Parliament building. Not much to speak of, very brutalist. This is the front of the Parliament building of Montenegro. This is the Blazo Jovanic Bridge overlooking the Moritska River. This is called the Old Ribnica River Bridge, built during the Ottoman Empire. It's pretty awesome. This is right in the middle of the city. This is the Ribnica River flowing into the Moracha River. I'm standing on the old bridge. This was also built during Ottoman times. Podgorica is a very young city. It used to just be a small town until Tito made it the capital back in the 40s. So then everything built up around it. So it's mostly brutalist buildings and communist architecture. Although there is still a little old town, which is where I'm staying. But it's not all that impressive. I'll show you a little of it. I saw a little bit yesterday on the bike tour, but it's not overly impressive. I think the areas down by the river are more impressive. It's still nice though. It's got a lot of little windy cobblestone streets like most old towns in Europe do. These are a little bit wider though than most I've seen. Here's a little bit more of Old Town. We can see the brutalist buildings back there. Back there. Also, the communists didn't really care that much about preserving Old Town, so they let people do whatever they wanted with the houses, so a lot of the stuff was not preserved. This is the same mosque I showed before. Just a little better view of it. This is the Osman Nagik Mosque. Okay, just drove an hour over some super windy, super scenic roads to get the Ostrog Monastery, which is going to be incredible. I've seen pictures of it. Wait till you see this. It's incredible. It's built right into the mountain. And there's the best part. And unfortunately, you can't take pictures past that gate. That's phenomenal. I guess you can take pictures out here, just not outside. I mean, just not inside. And this is the view. It's incredible. I'm going up in the tower, and the view's even better. Oh, these mosaics are awesome. There's mosaics like this on every landing of the stairs. I just find this incredible. Another beautiful church down here below the monastery. Not sure the name of it because it's all in Cyrillic. I came at a good time of year for this because I got to park right next to the monastery. If you come during peak season, the upper part's only for disabled people and everybody else has to park down below and hike up. So, okay, drove another 2 hours to see Black Lake. It's supposed to be a beautiful mountain lake. The drive here was, once again, incredibly scenic and incredibly windy. It was a lot of fun driving it, and it was beautiful. Here's a map. Black Lake is right there. Actually not far from the border of Bosnia. I'm in northern Montenegro right now. Wow, that is just breathtakingly beautiful. Gorgeous. The sun is not cooperating, so it's not a great shot right now. It really looks beautiful without the sun in your face. So serene. I'm guessing the lake's pretty low right now because all this grass usually looks like it's under the lake, right? Well, that looks kind of nice. I think that's an understatement. I don't know why this is called Black Lake. It looks very green to me. Some nice reflections there. Black Lake is actually two lakes connected by a little inlet. This is the little inlet. It's obviously dry now, mostly. And here's the other lake. Beautiful. There's a better shot of the mountains without the sun in our faces. Sun's shining nicely on that one. I'm in the town of Jablak, right by where the lake was. Dermator National Park. I'm staying here for the next 2 nights. This is where I'm having dinner. I'm getting lamb, which I love. I've had a lot of this beer since I've been to Montenegro. I actually like it a lot. There is the lamb, and there's the cabbage and tomato salad. Yum.
The next day.
I'm in Dermator National Park. I'm going to take the Dermator Ring Road. And it just started, and it's already beautiful. Well, I was looking for a place called Kurevak, and the GPS said I arrived, but there was nothing there, so I kept going. And this is what I've got. Amazingly beautiful, even though I have no idea where I am. Okay, I came up from down there, and the view from up here is spectacular. Turns out this is what I was looking for. I thought that meant the road was going there, but it actually is this spot right here. And you could climb up, but the trail is very dicey and not well marked, so I'm not going to do it. But I did just spend about 45 minutes going down windy dirt roads that I didn't need to go down. But I did see some cool views. Oh, here's the trail, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to figure this out eventually. I do get a much more panoramic view from up here. There's an old ski lift here. Beautiful mountains behind it. Look at that. It's like a Bob Ross painting. Here come the sheep. That's awesome. That is Black Lake down there where I was yesterday. And here are the beautiful mountains that were around it. And this view is just spectacular. The video's not going to do it justice. And that's the city of Zabljak down there where I'm staying. You can see it's very close to the lake. This is the Tara Canyon overlook. And obviously that down there is Tara Canyon. Pretty deep canyon. And there's snow up here. Yay. This is such a beautiful drive, but it's very windy and narrow, and there are no guardrails. So one wrong turn and bye-bye. That's a very rustic church, very small church. They got scuttled, got a flat tire, and I have to get towed to town because there's no spare. This is gonna pretty much shoot the rest of the day, I think. Well, this day didn't go as planned. So I hit a pothole, got a flat tire, didn't know what to do because I don't have phone service here. I couldn't call emergency services. So there was a little farm down the road from where I was. I saw a couple of guys standing there, a young guy and an old guy. The young guy was about 40 and the older guy was about 70. And I asked them for help. I used Google Translate to ask them for help. And the young guy helped me out. He drove me back to my car. He said, "Where's your spare?" And they don't have a spare. It was a rental. They don't provide a spare. So he called the emergency services for me. He said they were going to take an hour to get there. So he invited me back to the farmhouse. And I was sitting there listening to him and his friend talking Montenegrin for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm like, well, this is going to be an exciting hour. But then the old guy's wife came out and brought this bottle of clear liquid out, which I thought was water. But then she had 3 shot glasses with it, and she poured it. And so I guess like some kind of homemade alcohol. They said it was made from grapes, but it definitely wasn't wine. It tasted like whiskey, but it looked like vodka. It was very strong. And then the old guy left and came back and brought all this like lamb jerky out that was from his farm. It was really good. So they were very, very kind people. I'm very happy that they were able to help me. So I went and got the tire. I got towed, which cost 120 euros. And then I had to get a new tire, which cost 50 euros. So I'm out 170 euros, but at least it's fixed now. But what an ordeal. This is where I'm eating. I went to a different place, but they had no room, which is surprising for a Thursday, 5:30 in November. Hopefully this place is good. This beer is a Tozzeno Pivo, and it's pretty good. First course is ham and cheese and polenta. So much food. You get 4 courses for 16 euros. Pretty good deal. That food was pretty good. Not the best I ever had, but pretty good deal. 16 euros for all that food. I couldn't even finish it all. But it was good. This is the view out the window of my Airbnb. It's the best part about the place. Not a good place. Very cold. Man, I just love Montenegro. It is so beautiful. It's such an underrated country. If it's not on your bucket list, it should be. It's just so many amazing things to see here. I wish I could have seen the rest of that Dermator loop. So I'll have to come back and do that. But the flat tire scuttled my plans, as I said. Now I'm headed to Belgrade, Serbia for another adventure. Thank you for watching the video. See you on the next one.